Hi, here's 10 things that you should be doing every time you're prepping your nails before you put on press-on nails. I've been wearing press-on nails for about 15 years now, and I do these things every single time that I put on my nails, and I have long-lasting results with my nails. They last a long time each time I'm wearing them, so you want to make sure that you are doing the same things that I'm doing so your nails can last you a long time too. I have my list here of all 10 things that I wrote down. And the first one is you want to make sure that you push back your cuticle because it's going to make your nails look better. It's going to get that layer pushed back onto your skin or not your skin, but like on back to the back of your nail. So your nail will stick better onto your natural nail. And then once you push them back, you can trim them off if you choose to. You don't have to, but make sure that you're at least pushing them back. Number 2, make sure that you trim and shape your natural nail. So depending on the length that you have that you're doing for your press-on, you may absolutely need to, or else you'll be able to see your nail underneath. So this set that I have on is an extra short round. I don't know if it's focusing or not. Extra short round. So if you can see like where my fingertips are, I did have to trim my nails a little bit before I put these on. Because if I wouldn't have, it probably would have stuck out a little bit like on the side. My natural nail was just getting kind of long. So you want to make sure that you are shaping them as to where your press-ons will look good and they're not sticking out. Number 3, lightly buff your nails. So you want to buff them so you're roughing them up a little bit. That helps so your glue will stick to your nail, your press-on will stick to your nail. Also in the same sense, if you're using adhesive tabs, that will also help with your press-on nail adhering well to your natural nail because you're removing that shine. So it's giving it more of a firmer texture, if you will, to stick to instead of something that's like sliding. And you know how that shine, it's just like it's shiny. It's like it's slidable. So your nail may not stick to your natural nail as well if you don't buff your nails. Number 4, use alcohol prep pads or another form of alcohol. You could use on a cotton ball, you could use a spray bottle that you're spraying and wiping with a nail wipe. This is going to make sure that you're getting all the dirt and oil off of your natural nail. So especially if you're buffing your nail, you're filing your nail, and maybe you're not washing your hands after, you're not dusting that layer of dust from your buffing and your filing off of your nails, that's still going to be sitting there. So you want to make sure that you get your alcohol prep pad and really rub it and get all of that dirt and residue off, okay? Number 5, avoid applying lotion before you apply your press-ons. So they're not going to stick as well if you have that oily residue from your lotion. And yeah, if you're having your alcohol prep pad and you're really rubbing it into your nail folds and across your nail plate, yeah, it'll help get that lotion off. But I say just avoid it entirely so you can make sure that you're getting a stronger hold onto your nail instead of taking the chance and applying the lotion beforehand, because you can apply the lotion after you're done. There's no reason after you're done that you can't apply lotion. That would be the perfect time to apply your lotion, is after you're done applying. Number 6, match sizes before your application. Okay, so this will be different for different people, because if you are getting custom press-on nails from someone like me, I sell custom press-on nails. You can check out my website below. That you're normally getting 10. Like I give people 10. You have to give the size, and you're gonna know your exact size for your nails to be able to, you know, match it up for this one to this one, this one. But if you're just getting press-on nails over at Walmart, they're gonna come in a pack, and there's gonna be all different sizes inside of this package. So make sure that you are matching up your nail size before you prep and before you apply the glue, or if it comes with the sticky tab, because the worst thing you could do is put the glue on and then you're like, oh crap, I don't know which nail's gonna fit on this finger now, and I have this glue on here. So make sure you know what nail is going on what finger before you start applying. Number 7, avoid water after application. So I do not like to wash my hands, take a shower, get them wet at all directly after I'm applying my press-on nails. I'll wait at least an hour before I will get my hands wet, because I want to make sure that everything is sticking well onto my nails, and that's what you want to do. Do not apply your nails and then go wash your hands directly after, because that's going to loosen the glue, that's going to loosen the adhesive tabs, and it's going to make them not last as long. And I'm telling you something, I wear adhesive tabs on my nails, and I can make these last 2 weeks or more. So make sure you're not washing your hands right after you apply your nails. That's bad. Number 8, hold your nail in place. So whenever you're applying it, whether you're using glue or the tabs, you want to put your nail on and then hold it. If you're using the glue, you want to hold it down for a couple seconds, say 15, 30 seconds, to make sure it's really drying and in place. So, but if you're using the tabs, so like when I use the tabs, I'll push my nail on, kind of push it all around, and just go to the next one. I don't hold it as long. I will go back and push these on again. Like when I'm done, I'll go through and push it on again to make sure they're really staying firmly in place. But make sure you give it a good push and you're holding there long enough that you feel that it's dry or still. Number 9, do your pointers and your thumbs last. So when I apply my press-on nails, I do both hands at the same time. I start at my pinkies and I just work around. And the reason for that is I can't use my hands as well once I have these nails on. So when I'm having my fingers here trying to peel the sticky tabs off of my adhesive tabs, it's easier for me to do it without having a nail on my pointer and my thumb. So for that reason, I will go this way, and I feel that it makes it easier, and I do it at the same time. Pinky, pinky, ring finger, middle finger, middle finger. I do them each in order, going along the same route. And number 10, did you know you can file your press-on nail? So I'm not talking about the shape on top, I'm talking about the bottom of your nail. If someone makes your nails for you, you could maybe ask, hey, can you file the bottom of it just a little bit for me, because my nail bed is really, it's flat. So if you look at my thumbs, they are both, I'm trying to get this on camera, good. They're both really flat. So before I make my press-on nails, so I'm making them for me, I know what my thumb looks like, I will file these down at the bottom so it doesn't look as weird. It looks more seamless. There's not like a little gap, because the rest of these, they're round. If you've worn nails before, press-on nails, you're familiar how they have like that rounded bottom on them. Well, if your finger's not round, just file it straight across, so that way it looks more seamless and it looks real. Mine look real. Are they real nails? No, but I can't tell you how many times people have asked me if this was my natural nails. And one of those reasons I believe it is because the way I file them at the bottom, you can't tell, especially if I just put them on, if there's, you know, a gap there in your nail, because it looks seamless and it gives it a really nice finish. If you're finding these hacks helpful, leave me a comment below and let me know if you knew all of them before. Is this something new that I'm sharing with you? Maybe you learned something today. I would like to know. Let's connect down in the comments and tell me about the press-on nail, not press-on hail, talking about rain. Geez, press-on nail hacks that you've used before, and maybe it's something else that I haven't mentioned in this video, and you can share it down below and we can all learn from each other. Check out some of my other videos. I have one up here that I think you may enjoy watching next. I look forward to seeing you there.